guys at LSU, so it's going to be special.
What do you think the biggest adjustment to that will be, and the challenge of taking on that will be?
Oh man, it's going to be standing. I got to be in tip-top shape, hands down, because now I'm playing. I got double duties now. That's what I call it. So when I was in high school, I always played both sides of the ball, but in college it's a lot different. So I have to have my conditioning at a higher level now.
What is the reaction today of LSU being picked fourth in the West? I think it's been a long time since LSU's been picked that far down the totem pole.
I mean, we just got to go out there and get our respect back. I mean, obviously it seems like no one respects us right now, but that just give us a more fight and a little bit more desire to go out there and win games.
In your time in the league, do you have a favorite receiver that you've gone up against as far as the challenge?
Oh man, I mean, Julio Jones and AJ Green, one of the two of the most dynamic receivers I went against, but to put me in a position to pick one is tough.
What is different about those two then? Because they're very different body frames.
Right. I mean, Julio Jones is a more linky, faster, swifter guy. AJ Green, Julio is more stocky, like the will block you a little bit, get you, bully you around. And AJ Green is a more slimmer guy. I mean, he's pretty fast and he goes up for the ball like no other receiver does.
Did you fare better against one of them than the other last season since you got them playing both?
I I had to just take my game at another level playing both those guys.
Were you aware of the party that some of the SEC players got that said to have been at? Were you aware of it? Were you invited to it, or you didn't know anything about it?
No, sir. Actually, I didn't hear nothing about it until the last week. So I was at LSU, had nothing to do with that party.
What is your take on all of that and dealing with agents? Are you prepared for that this year? It's obviously coming into play for you.
I am, but LSU, we go about we go about these rules, and we have all these meetings with the compliance, talking about the consequences that you can get into, especially being a junior, and not even out of three, because you got to be 3 years out of high school. 3 years out of high school to talk to them. So I know the consequences, and with me being a mature player, a mature young man, I got to abide by the rules.
Can you understand how players could end up in trouble or mixed up with an agent? And can you understand how that works? I mean, if they start flashing cash or...
Actually, I can't speak for everyone else, but I don't understand what those guys going through. Maybe a family issue that those guys going through. Maybe make them jump on that deal. But with me being a mature guy, I want to play here at LSU and keep my eligibility.
How often do you get approached though, where people try to talk to you because you're a hot prospect?
They try to talk to me all the time, but I keep my distance away from those guys, knowing the consequences.
Like you might be out on campus or something?
Yeah, you might be out on campus, something like such and such. I'm a distant person, but I avoid all that trouble.
How much were you home this year?
Say it again?
How much were you home this summer?
None.
You've been in Baton Rouge all summer?
All summer. Getting prepared for the season.
You have a Facebook page?
No, I don't have any. No Twitter, no Facebook, no MySpace.
Good for you.
That's good.
Yeah.
What do you do? Just say no thanks?
I just tell them I'll talk to you at the proper time, and that's definitely not the proper time to talk to those guys.
Patrick, you were big on where the defensive back group was going in the spring. Coach Miles just said he feels like the cornerbacks are the best tandem in the SEC. Does that resonate with you? Can you elaborate on the production of those guys?
He truly reminds me of myself going into my sophomore season. He's so fast. I just got to get him at the point when he knows when something's going to happen, just because he never played in the SEC game before. I just got to get him up the park, game speed, and let him know all the tricks and trades that I know.
So you've taken him under his wing. That's something that happened last year.
Oh yeah, definitely got to take him up under my wing because I knew this was going to be his year to get in there and play.
Could you comment on maybe how guys like Jai Eugene at safety now are looking? Maybe someone like Craig Loston, who people expect to get into the frame.
Craig gonna be a great player. Jai also a good player for us. Also, we just add more speed to the secondary. Jai been in that LSU for 5-some years now. He know the system. He's a smart player, and by him moving to safety, I think that strengthens our secondary even better.
Can you comment on Ken Adams a little bit?